So we'll start with an easy one. If you could just tell me your names and who you play in the show.
You go.
Hi, I'm Jade. I played Claudia and Sally.
I'm Kristine. I play Tracy and Helen.
I'm Althea. I play Noncozy and Khadija.
Amazing. And in your own words, could you tell me a little bit about what the show is for anybody who might not know? How would you describe it?
I would describe it as a celebration, an uplifting celebration. Yeah.
Yeah, just continuing from that, it's a celebration of the lives that were lost from the AIDS epidemic in the 80s. But yeah, it is a celebration. It's not sad. It's actually really the opposite, to be honest. It's a really, really nice, really nice ensemble.
Yeah, I would say it's an uplifting, really uplifting show about so many different sides of AIDS and HIV, whether you're gay, straight, in a relationship, out of a relationship. It just tells so many different stories. Yeah.
And has it surprised you hearing these stories?
Yeah, definitely.
Massively.
Yeah, definitely.
Almost kind of shocking. I remember reading when I read through it the first time, one of the most shocking stories was the one about the nurse.
Yeah.
That she got pricked. She was just trying to help and she got pricked, and then suddenly she had it. And that was so devastating to read, because obviously everything that I thought that I knew about this epidemic was more related to the gay community, but actually it affected so many more people. So it just
Which is so important to highlight as well, because now we have found out during this process that in the UK at the moment more people are living with HIV and AIDS than there has been in so many years, and it's an eye-opener for everybody, and it's a conversation starter, which is so important in this time.
Yeah.
Have any of you seen the show before or knew of it?
I've never seen it. I only knew about it some years ago when a girl sang. My brother lived in San Francisco in a master class, and I was like, I need to know about this show, because that song is kind of like the epitome of what all these lives is about. And I was really interested, but I didn't find the play. I didn't read the monologues. I only knew the songs. So I definitely knew it was a show I've always wanted to do, but I've never seen it done.
No, me neither.
No, and I think it's more done in like a concert version. More that's what I've read, at least. That it's just 4 people usually playing these characters and doing all of these monologues. Or I think it's also been done where every single character was played by one person, not like as we double up.
The biggest cast
the biggest cast. So I think they went up, did their monologue, and then they went down, and then they sat and watched everyone. That's what I don't know where that was done, but that's what I've heard.
I actually realised when, in the lead up to beginning rehearsals, I said to one of my family, there is absolutely no way of me finding this, really, because even the productions that have been done, what Bryan and Adam and Henry have created is so different to anything that has ever come from this before. So even if we had have seen it, there was no reference whatsoever, which was so it's kind of happened so organically, but it's completely different to anything that we could have, I think, seen
or imagined.
It's mad. There's a few bits on YouTube, like I'd only ever heard of the soundtrack, and then there's like a concert version on YouTube, and that's like the only thing I'd heard of it, like in drama school and in passing and stuff, but like watching that and then comparing it to what we've done, like Jade said, it's just
even the soundtrack doesn't sound the same.
No, it doesn't. It sounds completely different.
Well, what do you hope that an audience will take from it? What will they get from it?
That it doesn't just affect one type or one group of people. It can affect everybody from all different backgrounds, and that it's still present, so you need to be more aware of it, and pretty much.
A couple of people that have come to see it that I know have said that it's been a reminder of how much they were affected in the 80s and how many people around them were affected, and it has been a reminder that it's like I said before, it's a conversation starter, and you have to take that knowledge away from it. It's information, it's knowledge.
Yeah, and just about just the lives that were lost. Just talking about it doesn't have to be like a sad thing. Like grief is very uncomfortable, and mourning it can be uncomfortable for other people who haven't experienced it. But when you can look at the really nice things that people did, it just makes it a bit more, easier, I think. Yeah.
Which was really interesting, actually, when we first started putting this all together. You naturally, when you listen to all of these stories, hone into the part in which we all say in our stories of when the virus was contracted, or when we found out that was the case, or when we died from that that happening. And then you listen again, and you realise how much work and how much backstory there is to all of these incredible characters that are all so different, like Althea said, and you realise that it is taking away this information, but like we've just said, it affects everybody. So many people have been reminded that they're affected, perhaps not directly, massively in other indirect ways.
And just seeing behind this quilt there was a living person, which when the first time we saw all the quilts laying here on the stage, I was just silent for 5 seconds, and then my face just
bearing in mind our version is a fraction of the size of what this actually is.
And I just went there were so many. This is just a tiny little piece of it, and there were so many, and we get to tell some of these stories. Which I think is the best part. Yeah.
And how has it been working with such a big cast?
Amazing.
Yeah,
I've loved it.
But it didn't come together until we all started
probably the second week, wasn't it?
Yeah, because we all do monologues, and some of these don't have a lot of people in them. So in the beginning, I was like, when are we going to see all the people? I mean, we met when we did run through the music and everything, but it was in the beginning, I was like, oh, there's so many people, I haven't seen everybody. But then we started coming together more because we're in and out of all of the scenes and the monologues. But yeah, it's incredible. Everyone's so talented. You just get a little bit of imposter syndrome, really. Yeah. You do. You're just what am I doing here? When you got all of these people. But which is the best part, everyone just brings different things to the table. And
you couldn't imagine anybody doing other person's monologue.
No,
you cannot imagine it.
No.
And it's weird because there isn't a main character. There's not a protagonist. It's everyone's just on an equal balance playing field, which is really, really nice.
The protagonist is the quilt.
Oh mate. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You can have that for free.
We can just
just you wait till I tell everyone upstairs. They're gonna love it.
I'm gonna need some time now.
That's going good, Good job.
You! What is wrong with you?
Didn't you love it?
I loved it, yeah, it was great!
Yeah.
Wow.
Will's gonna hire me to come along with him on all of his shoots.
That's going on all the posters.
The protagonist
is the quilt.
Tell me a little bit more about Bryan. What's he been like to work with?
It's just amazing.
Yeah, he's he's like a child and a man in the same being. He's got so much playful energy, and he never tells you that you're wrong.
No,
never.
He just lets you find things, and there's no maybe we could do something else. He's like, okay, we'll try it and see what happens, and if it doesn't work, then it's
other than when we suggested that conga line and he said
no
straight
from
away.
that.
We did suggest the conga line.
It's fine. He didn't
like it.
really gently. Apart from that one time, he's just been great.
Yeah, absolutely. He sets up this framework, and you get to just do whatever you want in it. I feel like sometimes I'm just am I really doing the right thing? Because no one's telling me I'm doing it wrong. I
think it's when you go into a creative environment, you as as an actor instantly put your trust in your creatives instantly, and you have to, and in your team. But it's very, very rare that you feel an instant response from the director that absolutely feels exactly the same way. He trusted us entirely, and he trusted us to be brave, and because he gave us that free pass, and just like, what am I trying to say? Like
I know what you're trying to say.
The ability, or the free reign, I guess, to do what we wanted, and to find those people ourselves. We were going to tell the story. We were going to make the patches. We were going to be everything is from us. And he's just managed to get it out. But seeing Bryan, Henry, and Adam together as a collaborative is one of the best things I've ever seen.
Absolutely.
They're incredible.
I can't add to that.
Don't show them this.
It's going to feed them ego so much.
We're lying.
Yeah.
So tell me more about the music of Henry.
What shall we say? We can't feed his ego too much.
No, Henry, you've got to be careful with Henry.
Yeah, he knows he's good.
He knows.
Yeah. But I have never, I said this, like, the first day we went through the music, I've never seen a more patient human being, because he doesn't tell you to shush. He just talks through, like, the chaos, and just like, how can you work like this? But he was just like, no, that's just what happens.
Yeah.
And because sometimes, I don't know, some people are fresh out of drama school, and you kind of still have this, like, mentality that you're still in school and you're just being shushed at all the time. But not our Henry. No.
Some people aren't like, they don't really know the terminology for like music and stuff, and he'll find a different way of explaining it, and if they still don't get it, then he'll find a different way of explaining it.
He's also done every sound effect.
Yeah.
Not only does he play so beautifully, and with Pippa, but who is our cellist, but he has found and created every single one of the sound effects.
Yeah, every single shoom is a bit different. And when he found them, he was like, oh, listen to this. And we were like, yep, that's different.
But I mean, we've only heard them a few times and they haunt me. So I can't imagine.
There's like 1,000 shooms in his show. Yeah.
Like his creative brain is insane. He's incredible. And he's so young.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he's younger than I am.
Big things.
Yeah.
And what about Adam?
I love him.
Oh
my god, listen to us just gushing.
Makes me sick.
Yeah, this creative team is just mad. But we love them so much. Adam is also, the first thing he said, like, it was in the audition, right? He was like, why would my brain work better than, like, a collective 20 of you guys? So he's very much about collaborating. And his eye, I don't know, like, I don't know how to explain it.
It doesn't look like choreography.
No. Yeah.
There are elements in this show that are very clearly choreographed, but the other movement that is all from him, it's so natural. You don't even see it happening. It's seamlessly put together. I think as well with Adam, I'm not a dancer at all, and there's stuff that I'm doing in this show that I didn't anticipate happening.
She's like upside down. Economic stimulation.
Upside down.
And have you seen it?
Blood rushing to the head.
No, you'll see it.
We're talking about.
Yeah. Like my legs are just like around. But anyway, it takes I don't know who I said this to. It was either one of you. That you tell yourself stories, don't you, all the time of like, I'm not good, I can't do this, I'm not going to be good at this isn't my vibe, I can't be doing this. And he was so supportive, so reassuring. Everything I did, as awful as it was at the beginning, he was like, yep, you're getting there, keep going, you're amazing. So supportive and encouraging. And that's what makes Adam perfect. And I think it's without sounding really corporate, it's all about man management, isn't it? And it's about how you feed your performers and the team that we have. do just that.
They do just that. And also, he's got her flying over Reese's head.
Yeah.
I never thought that was going to happen.
Thanks.
It's great.
I never thought it was going to happen.
Yeah.
It does.
Watch out for that one.
Yep.
Amazing. Perfect. Thank you very much.
It's probably like 1 second.
it.
It's probably just like...
The quilt is the protagonist.
That is going in.
That'll go in. Thanks so
much.
Thank you, Phil.
Thank you.
Enjoy this evening. I will be in next week's set.
Okay.
So have a good well.
Thanks.
Me too.
And send 3 more down if there is.
Yeah.
You go.
But-
Yeah.